Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to this video titled Multiplying Fractions, and you will need to make sure you get out your math journal and a pencil to work on this video with me. And the goal for today's lesson is to teach you how to multiply fractions. So let's take a look at 1/2 and 5/8. So what you want to do first of all is you want to write this, and this is okay to do horizontally here. Okay, so we have 1/2, we're going to multiply it by 5/8. So what you can do for multiplying fractions, and the nice thing with multiplying fractions is you do not have to have a common denominator, which is really nice. You don't have to go through that long process. So something that you can do with multiplying fractions is you can cross simplify. So if there's ever numbers that are across from each other that can be divided by the same number, then you can cross simplify and you'll be working with smaller numbers. However, we cannot do that with either of these. So we just simply multiply. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 8 is 16. So 5/16 for the answer there. Okay. Now the next one, we have 3/8 times 2/5. And what we can do here, we can cross simplify the 2 and the 8, and we need to think about what number goes into both 2 and 8, or even think about what the GCF of 2 and 8 is, and that's 2. So we will divide both numbers by 2. So I'm going to use red to show the new number. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And now we can simply multiply. 3 times 1 is 3. And then 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, 3/20 is in simplest terms, so our answer to this problem is 3/20. Now we have 6/7 times 2/3. So we have 6/7. Multiply that by 2/3. Now we can cross simplify the 6 and the 3. You can divide both numbers by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is going to be 1. 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2. And now we just simply multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 1 is 7. For 4/7 for my answer. All right, now we're going to take a look at multiplication when we have a mixed number and just a regular fraction. So the first thing that you need to do, I like to write it out. 1 4/5. Let's do this with me. Times 5/12. Okay, so the 1 4/5, we have 5. We need to change that to an improper fraction. We cannot multiply, for example, 4 times 5 and then 5 times 12. We have to multiply or change this into an improper fraction. Multiply the denominator by the whole number, add the numerator, so that's 9/5 times 5/12. All right, now we need to take a look and see if we can cross simplify. So the GCF of 9 and 12 is 3, so we're going to change that 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And we can actually even cross simplify. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 5 divided by 5 is 1. This is not a necessary step. It is a step that you can take. Now where you're multiplying with smaller numbers, you can get your answer simplified at the end. It is not something that you have to do. So if this is confusing to you, you can just multiply 9 times 5 and then 5 times 12, but then you will have to reduce your fraction at the end. So I want to multiply 3 times 4. That gives me, 3 times 1 gives me 3. 1 times 4 gives me 4 for 3/4. If I were not to cross multiply or cross simplify, 9 times 5 is 45. 12 times 5 is 60. And then you would eventually have to simplify it to 3/4 there. So again, you do not have to cross simplify every single time. Only if you would like to do that. If it's messing you up, don't worry about it at all. You'll just have to simplify at the end. So next one, 1 2/10 times 5. So what we'll have to do, change this mixed number to an improper fraction. That's going to give me 12 over 10. And then times 5, we're just going to make this 5 over 1. I am not going to cross simplify, even though I can. I'm just going to show you how this will work. 12 times 5 is 60. 10 times 1 is 10. And it's an improper fraction, and we need to make it into mixed number or whole number. Anytime that denominator can go into the numerator evenly, it's just going to be a whole number. 10 can go into 60 6 times for the answer of 6. Now the final problems we're going to take a look at are mixed numbers times mixed numbers, and again you need to change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 2 2/3 times 1 4/5. I'm going to use a different color ink to show you what we need to do. Multiply denominator times whole number, add the numerator. Denominator times whole number, add the numerator. 2 times 3 gives me 6, plus 2 is 8 over 3. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 4 is 9/5. So I can cross simplify my 9 and my 3. I can see that both of those can be divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now I can just multiply. 8 times 3 is going to give me 24. 1 times 5 is going to give me 5. I need to change this improper fraction to a mixed number. 5 into 24. It's going to go 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. With a remainder of 4. So 4 with a remainder of 4. And now, if you remember from our other video, the 4 is going to be the whole number. That R for remainder means right on top of the fraction. It's going to be the numerator. So 4 4/5 for my answer there. Now let's do one more together, and then we'll wrap up this video. So we have 4 1/5 times 3 2/7. So first of all, 4 1/5 times 3 2/7. Got to change those mixed numbers to improper fractions. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1, 21 over 5. 3 times 7, 21, plus 2, 23 over 7. Now, multiplying 21 times 23 can be a little tough. So that's why I like to cross simplify. I see my 21 and 7 that can both be divided by 7. So 7 divided by 7 will give me 1. 7 divided by 21 will give me 3. This is much easier now as I work with my numbers. So I have 3 times 23, that's going to give me 69. 5 times 1 is going to give me 5. Now I can set this up, make it into a mixed number. 5 into 69. So 5 times 1, 5 into 6 goes 1 time. Bring down my 9. 5 into 19 is going to go 3 times. 5 times 3 is 15, with a remainder of 4. And now I have my whole number, my remainder, and we can see that my answer for this would be 13. I'll write it over here. 13 4/5. So that concludes the video on multiplying fractions. If you have any questions about this concept, please come and see me.